Hi.
Hi.
Hello. I know, we sound like we're so surprised and all of a sudden, here we are.
Wow, it's you. No.
What are you doing here? Oh, I
Yes.
know what we're doing here. We're talking about trailers.
Yes. So it's a trailer reaction for a film called Garuda Gamana Vrishabha Vahana.
Okay.
And yes, which is a long title, but I think it means Lord Vishnu versus Lord Shiva.
Okay, so that's like God versus God, so it's gonna be
Yes.
a battle. I have no
Right.
idea what this is about.
Yeah, and but it's we've heard that it's a lot of people have requested it,
It's
so
notorious. It's won
yeah,
lot or it's been nominated and won a lot of awards apparently.
yeah.
It
So
sounds like and I love these films, the more gritty, down to earth crime kind of films, which is I think what this is about, but I'm not totally sure.
yeah, to be
Evil
more
knows soon.
grounded, yes.
Yes.
So it came from a request from one of our commenters. So speaking of
Okay.
that, don't forget to do that because if you
We
do
take
that, we
requests.
take requests and then we end up doing trailer reactions.
That's right.
So that's what we're doing
'Cause of
right
you
now.
guys. That's how we
Yeah,
usually do it anyway. That's how we got
yeah,
on Indian films, is someone started suggesting Indian films, we finally watched one and went, "Holy shit, this is amazing," and we just started watching them. Now
yeah.
here we are, obsessed. Okay.
So we're gonna do. There's the trailer reaction. I just finally popped that up. So
Oh,
let's
there we
check out.
are. Okay.
Yeah, so let's check out the trailer for this film called Garuda Gamana Vrishabha Vahana, and
Okay, let's do it.
there we go.
ಹೆಸರಿಂದ ನಿಂದು
Sure.
ನಿಂದು
Mm.
ಹರಿ
Hmm.
ಶಿವ ಅಂತ ಚೆಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೆತ್ತು ಆಯ್ತಾ
Ooh. These kids are so sad.
Wow.
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತುಳಿಬೇಡಿ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ಎದ್ದು ನಿಲ್ತೇವೆ ನೀನ್ ನಿನ್ನ ಅಪ್ಪನಿಗೆ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದವನಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಗಾಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು
Hmm. That's cool.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Keep on fighting till one day I'm lying low. I'll keep denying,
Oh.
keep from dying. There's only one way to know. See,
Oh.
ಶಿವಣ್ಣ ಎಂತ ದೇಶ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸು
ಮಾರಲ್ಮೇವ
Oh. All right. So that was a beautiful trailer. That was
Yes.
really well cut. And I love
Yeah.
that it was, you expect a big action crime drama to be very amped up, but I love the sort of slow burn, the sort of beautiful song and everything's, slow motion and a lot of looks. I mean, it just looks like it has a like sort of higher level intelligence and less about
Yeah.
action.
It's
Um,
it's a great sense of place. You feel like in these Malayalam films, if you
Yeah.
feel like you know this village, you know the characters, and
Yeah.
we don't know the story. Obviously, it's just a trailer, and it
Yeah.
doesn't give too much of this, but it obviously is two brothers who are,
Mhm.
battling against each other, or two people anyway,
Yeah.
and it's just like you said, beautifully done. And the actor Raj B Shetty also was a director of this, so
Oh,
he's
okay.
also front and behind the camera.
So he's an actor and he's directing, which means there's gonna be a lot of good acting and character building because,
Right, right.
I always love when an actor's behind the camera because you end up spending a little more time with the acting and getting the characters right versus just sort of moving the plot along and you're doing
Right.
stunts and big moments. It's like you can tell that movie's going to have a lot of this. It looks really, really good.
And also the cool stuff with the dancing, like
I
it's just
love that.
and it was beautiful and just interesting. The
Mhm.
movements are interesting, and it's
Yep.
like you're really getting, like I said, going to this place that I have never seen before. So you're
Mhm.
getting that extra added entertainment, like you're at a place that really does feel different, but then
Totally.
you still have the same sort of angst and drama that you do have in these kind of films. But it looks
Yeah.
really like well mounted,
Yeah, it just
and
looks like a beautiful drama, with a lot of good characters.
right.
I'm very interested in seeing. So I I have a poster, and it kind of sets up what we're talking about in a way, the opposing, the Lord versus, Lord kind of thing. Here, I'll show it to you real fast. So we have, you know, the classic, color division,
Yep.
the red and the blue, the two
Right.
brothers, they're one half of each other, but yet they're opposed.
Right.
It's a literal graphic cell, but it's an effective one. And so we
Mhm.
get to see like, the two brothers that are definitely not on the same side, literally. And then, we
Yeah.
have the titles, pretty epic, the big stone, 3D looking logo.
Yes. Yeah.
So they give it a little bit, but I love the sort of retro feel of it. I like the kind of, the
I think
grittiness of it, and graphic solve is really nice.
yeah, I think the lettering for the title has a sort of like an older fashioned look, like, like, I don't know, I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of something
Carved
like
in stone.
yeah, it has that vibe to it. So,
Mhm.
and I don't know, I just think
Yeah.
that this looks like one of those films that you get into it like Gangs of
Yeah.
Wasseypur. You're just sort of
Yes.
getting into like the meat of the story with not a lot of
Yeah.
flourish,
Yeah, it feels like it's real, almost documentary looking, which I think is even more disturbing when you show violence in that
Oh,
in that
sure.
form, because then you're feeling it, and it's usually, like, smaller, like, whether it's, like, maybe someone just getting stabbed, but it looks really painful versus someone getting to 20 times and doesn't even feel it,
No.
kind of Marvel style. Um, I love
Or
that because it's a whole different level of relatability, and I think this movie has that, it's more
the shot
drama.
of the foot of the sandal, stepping into that
Yes,
bloody blood. That's like
bloody
something that
water.
would happen,
Mm,
in a village, you would
yeah.
actually step in a pool, a puddle of blood.
Exactly. So this is
Interesting.
creepy, very creepy. So yeah, that was a really, really great looking trailer. We'll have to definitely watch it and do a review of this film. It looks really, really
Yes.
impressive.
Yes.
And I like
Garuda
the smaller
Gamana
films like that.
Vrishabha Vahana. Yes, I do too, and I think they're more accessible in a way,
Yeah.
in some ways. So,
Yeah,
um,
definitely.
we appreciate the request to have this one look, to
Yeah.
look at this one, and it looks really good from the
It does.
trailer.
It does. Thank you so much for suggesting it. We're looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, and keep those suggestions coming too, because we are
Mhm.
all about that. Because
That's
otherwise,
how we pick them.
exactly, and we've got
Yeah.
hundreds. But thank you for this one. We can't wait to see this, and thanks so much for watching. See you
Okay.
guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.